So welcome everyone, it's Angus Levy for Winner's Circle and Lion's Den. This is Binary and Brunch. Now, just to fill you in before I go any further, we have only one pair that is tradable using my system. That's Aussie CHF. Now, we were trading Aussie CHF earlier today, and I'll be honest with you, it was killing us. It was nasty. So I'm not too keen to trade it again this session. I try and be more conservative with you guys than I am with my other sessions, and because most of you are new to it, and I don't want also to risk too much. So it's has been very unpredictable all day. And you can see here, we had a signal there. Okay, you might have won that, but look how small it was. It doesn't even actually show me. 1 second now. I'm trying to see how many pipettes it is. It won't even draw it for me. So, here we go. It's not even, it's 1 pipette was all that particular winning candle was. And then price kept on going down. So, it's that close. We were losing several trades by 1 to 2 pipettes. It was just a pure nightmare. So I'm not really too keen on doing that for you this session and putting you through that stress. There's no need. We've had a brilliant week so far. We're up about 20% during the binary and brunch sessions. So I'm not going to risk it just for the sake of trading, okay? So what I'm going to do this session is actually probably open it up for questions. So if any of you have any questions about anything, whether it's brokers, how to sign up, or how my system works, anything like that. If anyone wants to ask any questions, please feel free to ask me a question. And there is no such thing as a stupid question, okay? As long as it's asked in all honesty, there's no such thing as a stupid question. So don't feel that, oh, I can't ask him that. Okay, Vithian asks, can you tell me about your broker? Okay, the broker I use, well, first of all, let me give you this so that you can actually have that. 1 second, I'm going to give you a document. Many of you may already have it. Just give me 2 seconds while it's loading up for me. There we go, copy link. I'm going to put this in here. Okay, so the link I've just put in the chat there, if you all click on it and save it, it's basically a document. And that document will help you go through everything you need to know about setting up and getting going and understanding the system that I use. Now, it's quite different from the way that Coach Carver and Haresh and the Binary Master might be trading, okay? It's a very particular system I use, and 9 times out of 10 it works, but sometimes it doesn't. And when it doesn't, we take a big hit. But the days that it does work make up for that. Now, I use Binary Cent, and you can just click on the link there and it'll bring you into them. There are several other brokers that I recommend here, but the one I trade with is Binary Cent. Okay, that's the one I use, but you're free to use any of them. It's been going for several years now. Now, you can do your own research on it, and I can promise you, you will find with every broker, and I mean literally every broker, you will find people saying, keep away, it's all a scam, blah, 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 blah. It's a bit of a a two-edged sword. When people lose money, they get angry, they get peed off, and they want to get their own back. So they tend to give bad reviews. When they win, they say, thank you very much. And that's it. You'll see very few good reviews about brokers. Most of the time, they are negative reviews. I've been using Binary Cent for nearly since 2019, I think, over 2 years now. And they are, so far, have not done me or any of my clients any wrong. The only area you have to be very careful about is if you go for the bonus, there are bonus rules involved. And the bonus is basically leverage that you can use to increase the amount you have in your account. So we trade with 1% of our balance. So let's say you put in 1,000, you can get, using the link, the bonus code I gave you there, you can get an extra 2,000 added on. And that will then, am I sharing my screen just to be, oh, I am, yeah, okay, good. I just couldn't see the share screen icon. But basically, the bonus is just purely for leverage. And what you use it for is to help you maybe take slightly bigger trades than you otherwise would normally be able to do. Now, in order to be able to keep your bonus, you have to trade 3 times the bonus plus your deposit. So let's say you put in 1,000 and you get 2,000 of a bonus. That's 3,000. So you need to trade $9,000 of volume in order to keep that bonus. You cannot withdraw before you have achieved that volume. Now, with the style I trade, it's actually, we do it very quickly. You know, in a month or so, you'd be able to withdraw that without any problem. But just be aware that until you've done that volume, you're not able to withdraw. Now, the other thing is that you must do it within a 3-month period, okay? Or they can take it back off you. So it's important to understand that as well. Yeah, that's basically how the bonus works. If you're only starting with a small amount, then the bonus is worth having. If you've got you know, enough money you're putting in, say 3,000 or whatever, then maybe you don't really need it. Okay, you should be okay without it. The other thing about the bonus is on your account itself, you will be getting you'll have two prices. Now I've just realized I've broken the link with the PDQ, but it's not going to make any difference. You get two prices coming up on your account. You'll have a gross and a net balance, and the net balance is what you have in your account. The gross is what you have plus your bonus. So just be aware of that. And it's your net balance that reduces first with losses, and then your gross or your bonus amount. So they deduct, they're not stupid, they deduct what you've put in first, and then they'll deduct from the bonus. Now, let's say you hit a loss or several losses, and your original amount, say that the original 1,000 is gone, and you're only trading on the bonus, but you then come back up above the 2,000, for example, your net amount starts to grow again. So it's not gone. It's just that's how it works. It takes out from your original deposit first. So that's the bonus. I like Binary Cent. They've got good, you you know, they've got good support. You just click on the chat here, and you can talk with the ladies there, and they will be more than happy to help you. You've got group and then private chat. Just click on private and ask away. They also have an interesting little thing here for tipping. You can actually tip them if you want, if they've been particularly helpful. And that obviously is then deducted from your balance as well. Have I answered your question, Vithian? Are you happy with that? I don't remember, but you've told us before about withdrawal plan. How much should I withdraw on each general withdrawal and what max? Okay, yes. Now, usually what I do is with my students, I trade my account up to 100,000, but I do not recommend that for everybody. And the reason for that is, the other thing you have to understand about all binary brokers, especially, is they are the house. They're a bit like a casino, okay? They're not like a Forex broker who farms out the risk to other houses, shall we say. They are basically taking the risk themselves. They do not like to lose money, okay? They don't like to lose money. If you're a really good trader and you're making a lot of money, they will pay you out, but then they'll close your account. Okay, that is, now this is my personal theory. It's not something I'm saying is definitely going to happen, but you know, knowing the industry as I do, having been in it for 6 years, that would be my strong feeling. What I recommend you do is build your account up to a position where it's paying you what you are comfortable with earning, whether it's 3,000 or 5,000 a week. Do that. Now you can do that with, say, anywhere from, you know, a 10,000, sorry, $15,000 to $20,000 account will easily pay you on average 3,000 to 5,000 a week. Okay. Now there will be times you will hit losses, and it's less than that, but on average, $15,000 to $20,000 account will be able to pay you 3,000 to 5,000. That's the sort of figure I'd be looking at withdrawing on a regular basis. I have one client who he withdraws every day his profits, you know, and it might be small, 150, 200. He never allows it to grow big. The other thing I would say to you is, when you've doubled your account, withdraw your initial deposit. Okay, when you've doubled, yes, Martin. When you've doubled your account, withdraw your initial deposit. That does a few things for you. It actually takes away that fear of loss. All you have to lose now is time. So let's say you put in 1,000. When you get to 2,000, withdraw your 1,000. Don't eat into your actual original deposit. Leave that, but withdraw your the other 1,000, and you're then, psychologically, it'll actually shift quite a bit of how you act and react. You won't feel so nervous about trading. Now you'll still have those heart moving times when, you know, money or price is going against you, or whatever. We've had plenty of those in the last few days, I can promise you. But I just think it's good practice to withdraw your original deposit once you've doubled, and then build up again from there. Does that make sense? And guys, you feel free to unmute your mic if you want. You don't have to stay silent. Okay, good. Any more questions? Just flicking back up here. No, I don't see any other questions. Thanks, Jen.
Hi, Angus, I've got a question.
Yes, Jen.
I'm just wanting to run my trading plan by you, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So my aim is to make 10% a day, and then, you know, maybe between 1 to 2 sessions, and then just leave it for the rest of the day.
Okay.
Do you think?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, the ideal is to have a target, okay, for yourself. 10% will take you on average, I would say. It all depends. Again, I'm not familiar enough with how Coach Carver and the others trade as to what sort of percentage you can make in an average session with them. But with me, as you've seen this week, when we are trading, we're doing about 5 to 6% in half an hour's trading.
Yeah.
So you would want about an hour. 2 to 3 sessions should give you your 10%.
Okay.
The disciplined trader is the successful trader. Make what you want and then stop, walk away.
Yeah. Okay.
And in my experience, generally what I do is give everybody about 6 to 7, maybe 8 trades if it's really good. I've been known to go up to 10 trades in a session. But from my experience, if let's say I've got 7 winners and say, okay, guys, we're finished now, and then one person says, oh, I missed the last one, just do one more for me. That's the one that catches us, honestly. You know, and it's, and this is why I say you have to be disciplined to say to yourself, no, I'm stopping here. I'm happy. I've got my target, whether it's 5% or 10% or whatever. But always also understand that there will be days when you take big losses. And you also have to know when to walk away. Okay. And when you come back the next day or the next session or whatever, come back with a fresh mind. Okay. Leave what's happened behind. And it's as if you're really starting all over again. Forget the loss. Don't be dragged into, and I'm guilty of this too, trying to recover losses immediately. Okay. Because that way is the way to lose your account much quicker than any other way, and I have proven that myself. Okay, I have. So just stick with the 1%, and you'd be surprised how quick you recover it. And get back. And also, we tend to think very much in tiny time frames. How much did I make today? How much did I make over the last 2 days or 3 days? Don't do that. Look at the longer term. How much have I made over the last week, month, or whatever? That is the sort of time frame with trading that you need to look at. Because I mean, I can show you, and I was doing this with my team earlier on. I can yo-yo like mad. Let me just expand this. Oh, hold on a second. I'm not sharing. Let me share. And I'm just doing this to give you an example of how trading can go, even for me. Okay. Have I shared it? No, sorry, 1 second. All right, there we go. So let me just find a spot where I was maybe struggling a little bit. Okay, yeah, here's a good example. All right. So, I was on 6,000, came up to 24, took a hit down to 20. All right. Came up again. And then took a few hits here, 13,000, finished the week on 18,000 from 24, 25. All right. Um, uh, Again, a couple of more hits down to 17,000, finished the week on 24. So after 2 weeks of trading, I'm in exactly the same place I was 2 weeks before. Okay. Now, let's go on a little further. The next week was not too bad. We only made 17.5% though. Okay. Following week, Fridays can be a nightmare. That's why I don't want to trade Fridays with you guys. They are, look at that. You have a great week. I was up 56%, and then bang, bang, took 2 hits, one after the other, and I'm down to 2% profit. Okay. Now the following week, I had a great week, up 71%. My account is back up to 51,000. And then the week after that, I only had 2%. But now, so you might look at that week and go, it wasn't great, but I actually doubled the account that month. Now I could have been looking at these days here and I've been going, I'm going to give up. This isn't working. But if you just stick with it and just, it's how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Now there may be a day or two it gives you stomach ache, but if you keep on at it, eventually you're going to get through it. Let's carry on. So, and this is the beauty about compounding too. Here I am at 52,000. Okay. And look what happens in a little over a week. 7 days trading, I'm at 107. Okay. I did 67% that week. And then I can't remember why I did this. Oh, I know. I was going on holidays. So I said, okay, I'll trade through the same account till here. Okay. So I added another 23,000 to it. And then I took a break. But I don't know if you're beginning to see what I'm talking about. We do go through bad patches. Okay. If it was that easy to trade where we were always making profit, then everybody would be trading. None of us would be working. But trading, the market is this, I liken it to a slippery eel that you cannot hold. Have you ever tried to hold an eel, a live eel? It's impossible because it's all slimy. And the only place to grab it is underneath the head where it's widest. Otherwise, it'll just fly out of your hand literally, or it'll wrap itself around your wrist. But sometimes the market is like that. It's a slippery eel that we're trying to catch. And sometimes we get it, sometimes we don't. And the times we lose it are the times we just have to say, okay, market, well done. You've taken back a bit. And don't begrudge the market a loss. If you begrudge it, the loss, then it's going to kick you up the backside twice as hard the next time. Okay. I hope I'm making sense here. Guys, I'd like this to be interactive. So give me a bit of feedback. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Are you understanding what I'm saying? Okay.
100%.
Yes, Omira. How do you pronounce your name properly?
Omira.
Omira. Okay, super.
Yes. But I completely, you're right. You're right. I think that for new people, like myself, it's just really hard. We haven't gone through the trials and tribulations yet of taking those big losses. And so it becomes so discouraging for someone that hasn't gone through that. And I feel that once you've gone through it a few times, and then, you build that hard skin and you're like, okay, it's normal. I'm supposed to, this is part of the journey. And I think that once you experience that and it becomes part of your journey and you start celebrating your losses and your wins, I think it gets a little better,
Mm,
for you. But I
yeah,
think that it's just really part of the journey. Like you have to go through that emotional roller coaster. And like I also feel like no matter how experienced you are, I know they say, you know emotional trading and stuff like that. But especially with binary options, like I had mentioned the other day when I was trading with you, I said I had 10 heart attacks, but but it's just like that's part of it. Like that's part of the experience. And I feel like once you can go through those ups and downs just like the markets, you start
yeah,
doing better.
yeah.
But it's part of the journey.
It is, and if you want to research a few books, it's available within the, I think on the Winner Circle site. Definitely, there's there's Trading in the Zone, and you can get it. You can probably find it on YouTube as an Audible.
Okay.
This guy is incredible. He's got loads of videos as well on YouTube. He goes through the psychology of trading, and that's really useful. Also, The Disciplined Trader is another book that is well worth reading. And even within that Google sheet I gave out there earlier, um,
Mhm.
I have a hypnosis recording called Confidence in Trading. And
Okay.
for those of you who don't know, I'm also a certified hypnotherapist. And I have clients all over the world. And I made this recording several years ago, really, just to help my clients with trading and to give them a bit more confidence. Um, and it's well worth listening to. And I would love feedback actually from you guys when you do listen to it as to how you find it and is it useful for you. It's always nice to have feedback. Who was asking there? Somebody was asking, Jalen, are we trading today? Jalen, no, we've only got one pair. I'm just going to refresh, but we've only got one pair to trade. Yeah, no, the because I moved out of I moved out of the trading page. It broke the link with PDQ. Aussie CHF is at 84 now, and all the rest are under 80. And Aussie CHF happens to have two of my least favorite pairs. USD CHF and Aussie USD are my two least favorite pairs. So combined, Aussie CHF is just horrible. And today it was giving us a really nasty time in my other sessions. So I'm not going to put you through that today. So I'm really what I'm looking to do during this session is to give you more mindset training, and then tomorrow, if you come on tomorrow, I promise you, who was asking for it, Kiesha. I hope again I'm pronouncing your name, Kiesha. I'm going to go through each and every one of my indicators. I'm going to go through the money management system. I'm going to cover that PDQ you saw me using earlier on. All of these things I'm going to go through and explain exactly how they work, how I use them, and all of that. And I promise you, and I hope each one of you will turn up um, to that, and encourage anyone else who's binary trading, because I'm going to go through all of these indicators and explain how they all work, explain what they mean, and it'll help you in your own trading, whether it's Forex or binary, to be able to understand the movements and why price bounces off certain areas. Um, for example, you can see here it was bouncing off this support area here, but it also was sort of following along the main.
Yes, you're not sharing it.
I'm not
Yes,
sharing again.
you're not sharing your
Sorry. Thank you. So now tell me, can you see it now? Okay, thanks.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yes.
So you can see here, for example, it was bouncing along the support here, but here also you see how the body was actually bouncing along the quite often along the actual mid-Bollinger line there. And if you watch here now, it's just hit the 23.6 and the mid the lower Bollinger, and see how it just shot up again. It tends to just bypass it slightly and then suddenly it shoots up. The problem for us though as traders on this particular type of pair is being able to catch that movement. So see how it came down to here? Now there it was about 3 or 4 seconds and then it shot up. Okay. But it always takes about a second or two from the time you click to the time your trade is actually accepted by the broker. And it can be in that second that prices ended up here. You wanted it here. And then, of course, look what happened immediately afterwards. It shot back down again, you know, and then it shot up. And you think, oh, thank God for that. But then it shoots back down again. And it's this sort of movement with these particular pairs that have been driving us crazy all day. That's why I'm not trading it today. You know, for whatever reason, the brokers so far this year are giving us awful prices. I'm not used to this. Normally, I have a choice of up to 9 pairs with 80% or above. But so far this year, we're lucky to get more than 2 pairs with 80% or above. And I'm pretty sure they've changed their algorithm, but it's not nice. And the reason I don't trade anything below that is because of the money management system I have in place, and I'll explain all of that tomorrow. Okay, any final questions? Aditya, yes, you can get a demo account, but only after you have deposited with Binary Cent. Now, I think for those in the States, it's a minimum of 500, and some countries it's 250 that you have to put in, okay, before you'll be able to get a demo. So your demo will generally, it'll be whatever your name is at binarycent.com is what they'll give you as your binary, as your demo account. And you can use that. And also, I want to ask you guys, please, for at least 2 weeks, when you're trading with me, if you haven't traded with me before, trade demo, okay? Because the way I trade can be, as Omira said, it gets the heart pumping, okay? And you get 10 heart attacks throughout a session.
Yes, they do.
Exactly, especially if
I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Tomorrow you're gonna go through all of your indicators, and I was wondering, I guess it would depend on the market because the NFP comes out. Do you think you might be thinking about taking some trades as well?
Well, look, again, it depends on the pairs we're given. But
Okay.
if we get some nice pairs, I mean, like, you know, GU, Euro USD, those sort of pairs, and the majors, which we've been given very rarely, yeah, we'll take them. If it's the Asian pairs, we'll just watch the movement and see. But if it's spiky, I don't want to put you through that, guys. I mean, I don't mind trading it myself, but you know, for a lot of you, it's just not worth the stress that it puts you through trying to get those positions. And what I don't like about it is when it is spiky and you're trading with me, I might get the bottom one, and you know, unfortunately, there's always a few hundred milliseconds between when I enter and you enter. You know, let's say I enter here, all right, and then you click as I say enter, but it's just that couple of 100 milliseconds later and you end up here, you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's
I
what I
agree.
don't like about the way, now this is Euro USD actually, but you know, let's pick one of the the other pairs like NZD, see how it's acting at the moment. Yeah, you see how it's moving there, you know, up and down, up and down, horrible movements, very difficult to catch those at times, you know. And you know, I might think, okay, guys, I think it's going to go up now. Let's enter now, and poof, you get one of these. Up it goes, and then straight. You know, it enters you here and then comes straight back down. Now, as it happens, yeah, we probably would have been okay here, but you know, that's the sort of movements that cause the heart to fail at times, and you don't want to be in that. Oh yeah, also everyone, make sure you know you're on fixed time. Now, somebody said to me the other day that they had it set up the same as me, but they were getting stopped out earlier. And with the PDQ app that I use, when I refresh, sometimes it switches this over to here. But what you're looking out for is this orange line. If you see this orange line, move the fixed time, regardless of where it is. You don't want to see that orange line, okay? If you see that orange line, you're not on fixed time, and you could get 45 seconds, you could get, you know, 50 seconds, but you won't get the minute. So make sure that you do not see that orange line. And it's the same with the other brokers, such as IQ Cent and Race Options and Vida Forex. They all have the same platform. That line might be a different color, but you recognize it. Okay, I think I've covered everything that I need to cover. We've been going for nearly 40 minutes. Again, my apologies for not trading, but you know what? We don't need to. Now, you may look at this and say, but Angus, look, we could have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lovely winners in the last 15, 20 minutes alone. Looking at that, we might have. But let's just take a look. I'm going to minimize it down. Okay, it is already minimized. But look at this. So that's from 37 to 59. Okay, in the same time, you know, you still have these movements, and probably not all of the movements are shown here. If we go higher in, you know, it's still jerky enough. Yeah, I'm comfortable that we didn't trade. I really am. Today, I'm not going to worry about it. And the other thing I was noticing earlier on today was the two brokers were not moving exactly in sync, and that made me uncomfortable as well. Now, I'm not suggesting anything, but just that the price was not moving exactly as I was expecting. You see here the way it's stopped there, yet look, the price has come down. Now you're going to see this move down. I am in GBP CHF. Oh, sorry, no, I should be Aussie CHF. Angus, where's your mind?
But you're right, Agnes, because I thought it was just me.
Yeah. No. Here we go. This is what we're looking at. Now, okay, look at this. See, these are the sort of movements that can catch you out. You think, oh, that those are two lovely winners there, but it may not be. Let me see. Can I go back here a bit? Yeah. See, look at these sort of movements, jerky movements, and it's those sort of things that I don't like on the some of these pairs, and Aussie CHF. Both of them are spiky, and together they can be a nightmare to catch. Now, we probably would have done all right, actually, but from my experience earlier on today, I just wasn't willing to put you through that. What's the first book you recommend? Trading in the Zone. Trading in the Zone. Good book to get, definitely. All right, guys. Any more questions? Any final questions? Jay, yeah, you can unmute yourself if you want. You raised your hand? No? Okay, just saying hi. All right. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Sorry for not trading, but some days you just have to decide, no, I'm not going to, if the market doesn't look right. And it hasn't been right for me anyway all day, until just now, actually. This, yeah, in fairness, this would have been okay. We could have traded that, looking at it now. But earlier on, it was doing this sort of, see, it was doing this sort of action, you know, and as I said, that was one pipette. That could have been very easily a loser for us. This actually would have been all right to trade, but c'est la vie. We didn't lose anything. Trading in the zone is in the university as well. Yes, of course it is. Thank you for reminding me of that. Yeah, but you can also get it as an audible, well worth listening to. All right, guys, thank you so much. Take care. God bless. And I will see you all tomorrow, same time, when again we will continue the education. I hope you found this useful. It was a bit of mindset stuff and a bit of my experience, you know, showing you how, you know, trading is not all one way. We take losses, even the best of us, and it's just a matter of sticking with the plan, being disciplined, knowing when to walk away, knowing when to stop, and enjoying the ride at the same time. Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Angus.
You're welcome.
Thank you. See
You're
you
welcome.
tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye.